like to sit on a blanket or a block, you can use anything like this to sort of prop yourself up. So it just gives you a little height and makes it a little easier to sit up tall. You could even do this first part in a chair. So we're going to begin just finding a comfortable seat. And just take a deep breath in. And open your mouth and let it out. Just sort of pause after that exhale. And then take another deep breath in. Just a deep, deep, deep breath in through your nose. And open your mouth and let it out. Now just keep your lips sealed and just come to a normal and natural breath for just a moment. So I don't always do this, but I'm trying to get a little focused on like why we're here. And so I have this this quote from Krishnamurti. Action has meaning only in relationship. And without understanding of relationship, action on any level will only bring conflict. And so I think of my activist friends and how much we push and push and push. And so I just kind of wanted to plant that seed at the beginning of this practice. Action has meaning only in relationship. And without understanding relationship, action on any level will only bring conflict. So for me, this little quotation pivots around the word relationship and what it requires to truly be in relationship with anyone. And it requires a certain amount of receptivity to enable reciprocity, trust, mutuality, mutual respect. So receptivity requires softness. So as we go through our day and we're going and everything's so hard, no matter what it is you do for a living, we're striving and achieving, you can use this yoga time to find softness from the outside in. So take just another deep breath. And again, open your mouth and let it out. Like sigh it out. And now we have the animals. So inhale, spread your fingers wide, lift your arms up and look up. Interlace your fingers above your head and then press your palms toward the sky. Just bend a little left and right, just organic movement. Feel your side body stretching. Feel your weight shifting from side to side on whatever surface you're sitting. Come back to center and inhale again, lifting your shoulders up away from the floor. And exhale to lower your arms all the way down. Just clasp our hands behind the back and just stretch the shoulders back. So roll those shoulders back. The chest broadens and take a deep breath up all the way into your chest. And exhale. Release your arms and we're just going to swing them out. This is like my grandmother used to do these exercises in the morning where she just kind of swing her arms around. All right, so just swinging them, letting them cross in front of you, opening them out. Now we're going to lift the arms up again. You can interlace your fingers and press palms toward the sky if you want, but we're basically just going to kind of make some circles here with the shoulders. So let it be loose. And just kind of circles around. This is not necessarily the most natural movement. So it's okay if you feel ridiculous. Go around a few times and then go around in the other direction. Good. back up. Take a breath. Exhale to lower those arms all the way down. All right, so we're gonna come off of our seat and come onto all fours. Coming to all fours, hands and knees. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees are separated, hip distance apart, and underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in and drop your belly, lift the tailbone, and look up. Now as you exhale, push into the floor, tuck your chin, and tuck your tailbone. So just a few of these breaths synchronized, or these movements synchronized with the breath. So as you inhale, you're going to drop that belly, let it all hang out, look up. And as you exhale, you pull the belly in, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale and look up. Exhale, cat shape. Coming back to center, press your hips back to child's pose, hips to heels. Push into the floor with your arms. Feel the stretch down your spine. And then we're going to lift up. Curl your toes under. Now you don't move your hands or your feet. You're just going to lift your knees up off the ground. Begin to straighten your legs and press your chest back towards your thighs. So downward facing dog. Don't worry if your knees are bent. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor. None of those things matter. We're going to press the hands into the floor and push your chest back. Let your head just hang here. Take a deep breath in. And open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and let it out. Lion's breath. So inhale again, a deep breath in. Stick out your tongue, let it out. Even vocalize a little bit. So one more time. Inhale. Stick out your tongue. Exhale. Good. From here, let's pull the shoulders forward toward plank. You may need to walk your hands or feet a little further apart. Plank pose like the top of a push-up. Good. Holding here might be a little challenging. We're going to drop the left knee to the floor. Place your right, spin your right ankle down, and then lift your right arm up. Push into the floor with your left hand. Push into the floor with your right foot. Reach up. You can take your right arm by your ear for a little extra stretch. Come back around to plank pose. Lower your right knee to the floor. Spin your left heel down. You're going to lift up your left hand. This is a challenge for the balance. So the more you push into the ground with your right hand, your left foot, even your right shin, the more stable you're going to feel. Then take that arm by your ear. Big side body stretch. Come back toward plank pose. Lift both knees up. Press your chest back toward downward facing dog again. From downward dog, let's look up toward the top of your mat. You can take one big step, you can take a lot of little steps, or you can walk your feet up to meet your hands. Bend your knees, clasp onto opposite elbows, and just kind of let yourself hang here for a minute. We've been upside down for a little while. But you can rest your belly right on your thighs. You're going to get a little sense of traction through the weight of your arms and the weight of your head, stretching the neck and spine. Keep breathing. Release the clasp of your hands and let's roll up to standing. One vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Coming all the way up, lifting your head up last. Interlace your fingers behind your back and stretch that heart to the sky one more time. Good. Bend your knees and bend over your bent knees. If you can lift your arms up away from your body, that's great. If you're here, that's great. Does not matter. Release the clasp of your hands and swing up to chair. So it's like you're sitting down in a chair, but there's no chair. We're trying to reach the arms up, and it's hard to do in this position. It's funny. I don't know why it's so hard, but it is. From chair pose, take a big step back with your right leg. High lunge. Good. Lift your chest, look up toward the sky. Then we're going to twist. So you're going to lower your right arm toward the front, and you're going to take your left arm back. So your arms are spread like wings, and you're twisting to the left. Good. Inhale to reach both arms up. Then we're going to spin the back heel down and open into warrior two. So it's a big lunge, a deep bend in that left leg. Your torso turns to face the side of your mat. Your arms are spread like wings. Turn your head to look over your left hand. We're going to flip that palm and arch back. Just let your back hand rest on the back thigh. Lift your chest up. You can turn your body a little to face the ceiling. Good. Come back up into your warrior. We're going to straighten that front leg. Tip over for triangle pose. So triangle pose, two legs are straight. You're just going to let this left hand come to your shin. Or if you've been doing this a while, you slide that hand down. You can hold your toe. You can put your fingers on the floor. Your chest is turning to face the side of the room. So it's your rib cage really that turns, and you reach this right arm up. Just giving a few more alignment cues today. We're going to circle the top arm around. Come into your low lunge again. And just step this back foot forward. Stand up into chair. From chair pose, take a big step back with your left foot. Inhale and reach your heart to the sky. Good. We're going to twist. Your left arm comes forward. Your right arm goes back. Spread your wings. You have to use your core strength to make this twist happen. Good. Then inhale to reach both arms up, face the front of the mat, and then spin your back heel down for warrior two. Warrior two on the right leg. The knee is going out over the front foot, back leg is straight, arms out to the side. Turn your head. Good. Flip the front palm. Inhale to stretch forward a little. Exhale to reverse. The back hand just rests onto the back thigh. Inhale to lift yourself back up. Straighten that right leg. And then we're tipping over for triangle pose. Hand to shin or sliding down. You just figure out where you go. What you don't want is to be like in a position where you can't breathe. So up is better. Breath is what we want. Freedom to move the breath. Circle that arm. Come down into your lunge. Good. This time we're going to step the front foot back to plank. Lower both knees. Bend your elbows and come all the way to the ground. We're going to press the hands into the floor for cobra. So first, roll your shoulders up away from the ground. Squeeze your elbows in. Then push into the floor to peel your chest up. You don't have to go up high. You're going to feel the triceps working, the muscles on your back. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Take another breath in and exhale to lower all the way down. From here, we're going to flip over onto your back. Good. So lying on your back, take a full body stretch. reach your arms up over your head. Good. Lower the arms. We're going to pick up both knees. Just hug both knees into your chest. It's really thighs into belly, I think. And now take your arms out to either side, left or right. We're just going to move a little with the breath, just a couple of times, just for the fluidity of this. So squeeze your legs together. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Let them hover. And as you inhale, lift the knees back up. And then as you exhale, drop the knees to the left and hover. Good. Inhale to lift back up. We're going to go just one more to each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale to your back. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale to your back. Bring your feet to the floor. So we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Moving right along. I always feel like we have to go so fast in 30 minutes. So right ankle over the left knee, and we're just going to let this figure four shape the legs are in fall over to the left. Now, you'll go as far as you can go. Maybe your right foot touches the floor when it gets there. You're going to relax that top leg. If you want more sensation around this right hip, you'll use your left hand to pull that right knee down a little bit. Find your twist, your stretch, and then consciously begin to soften through your belly. Action has no meaning outside of relationship. What we need for relationship is to be receptive. Soften the belly, take one more breath in and out. If you've got that knee, we'll release the knee, roll back onto your back. We're going to switch sides, so put your right foot down, cross your left ankle to the right knee. Little figure four shape just falls right over to the left or the right. And you just see how far you go. Maybe you don't go all the way down. Wherever, if you're up here, like my foot's off the ground, then you just relax that leg, top leg, as much as you can. If your foot comes all the way down, you let it go all the way down and relax. Maybe using your right hand to create more sensation. Sensation is good, pain is bad. Now soften your breath. Let each exhale get a little longer, a little slower, a little softer. One more breath in and out. Release the knee. If you were holding it, rock back onto your back. Uncross the legs. We'll pick up your knees one more time. Squeeze them in. Hug yourself. Pick your head up. Give yourself a hug. Everything. Make yourself small and tiny. And then release your head and shoulders to the floor. Extend your legs now the length of your mat. Roll your arms open so that your palms face the sky. Close your eyes. Now just take a deep breath in. And again, open your mouth and let it out. Let your lips come back together. But let your jaw remain soft, teeth parted. Relax your eyes. Let the eyeballs rest back into the sockets. Relax your tongue and your throat. Relax your ears. To be receptive. Relax all the muscles of your face, and just for a few minutes, let everything go. Become aware again of your breath. Envision yourself lying on your mat in your room. Envision the objects in the room, maybe the animals, the other people in your environment. Extend your sense of hearing to take in the sounds of your environment. And then gently open your eyes. With your gaze soft, just allow the colors and textures of the objects that you can see, just gently caress the eyes without naming them, without looking at them as things at all. Just color and light and texture. Begin to make small movements, wiggling your fingers and toes. Bend your elbows and knees and gently roll to one side on your way back up to seated. Meet each other in an easy cross-legged seat, just like we began. Bring your palms together in front of your heart, or leave them on your thighs, however, whatever feels natural for you. I love this posture. It's just a reminder to be grateful for all that we have, for this past 30 minutes together, for the breath that animates us. So I thank you all so much. May you find the softness that you need to remain strong in your work. Namaste.